Hello, my friends. Do you ever find yourself lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep just won't come? Or maybe you drift off okay, but then you're wide awake at 2 a.m., counting the hours until morning? I've been there, and I know how frustrating it can be, especially as we get into our 60s and beyond, when a good night's rest feels more important than ever. Those restless nights can leave us dragging through the day, and I don't know about you, but I'd much rather wake up feeling refreshed and ready to enjoy whatever's ahead. That's why I'm so excited to share something with you today, a simple, 10-minute meditation you can do right before bed to help you sleep well all night long. It's nothing complicated, nothing that takes a lot of effort, just a little gift to yourself to calm your mind and ease into dreamland. We're going to walk through it together, step by step, so you can try it tonight and see how it feels. Let's get cozy and start with the first part of this. Now, imagine this: you've had your day, maybe it was busy with grandkids, a walk in the park, or just keeping up with the usual routine, and now it's time to wind down. The first thing we're going to do is find a comfortable spot. You don't need a fancy setup or a meditation cushion like the young folks might use. Your favorite chair, the edge of your bed, or even lying down under the covers works just fine. I like to sit in my old armchair with a soft blanket over my lap. It feels like a hug, and that's exactly the vibe we're going for. Once you're settled, take a moment to wiggle around a bit, shift your shoulders, roll your neck a little, just let your body relax into the spot. This isn't about sitting up straight like a soldier, it's about feeling at ease, letting go of any tension from the day. My friend Margaret, who's 68, told me she started doing this before bed, and it's like her body knows it's time to switch off now. That's what we want, a signal to ourselves that the day's done, and rest is on the way. With that comfy spot all set, let's move into the next piece, breathing. I know, you're thinking, I've been breathing my whole life, what's the big deal? But hear me out, because this is where the magic starts. When we're rushing around or worrying about tomorrow's to-do list, our breathing gets quick and shallow without us even noticing. That keeps our minds buzzing when we want them to quiet down. So, here's what to do: close your eyes if you'd like, it's okay to keep them open if that feels better, and just take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Let it fill your chest, maybe even your belly, like you're blowing up a little balloon inside. Then, let it out through your mouth, nice and easy, like you're fogging up a window. Do that again, slow in, slow out. I started doing this a few months ago, and it's amazing how something so simple can feel like a reset button. My neighbor Tom, who's 72, said he used to toss and turn for hours, but now he does this for a minute or two, and it's like his whole body says, okay, time to rest. You don't have to count or time it, just keep going for a handful of breaths until you feel yourself settling. Picture it like the waves on a lake smoothing out after the wind dies down. That's your mind and body starting to let go, and it's such a gentle way to ease into sleep. We've got our comfy spot, and we're breathing deep and slow. Already, you're on your way to a peaceful night. But there's another little trick that can make this even better, something to help those busy thoughts quiet down too. Let's take a look at that next, because it's all about making this feel just right for you. Alright, my friends, we're easing into this meditation together, and I hope you're already feeling a little more relaxed just thinking about it. We've found our cozy spot to settle into and started with some slow, deep breaths to calm things down. It's amazing how those simple steps can start to melt away the day, isn't it? Now, let's add another layer to this, something to gently guide those busy thoughts that like to bounce around when we're trying to sleep. You know how it goes. You're lying there, and suddenly you're replaying a conversation from lunch or worrying about what's on tomorrow's schedule. Well, this next piece is all about giving your mind a soft place to land so it can rest right along with your body. Let's dive in and see how this feels. Once you're comfortable and your breathing's nice and steady, picture something peaceful, something that makes you feel calm and happy. For me, I like to imagine I'm sitting by a quiet lake, the water so still it's like a mirror, with the sun just dipping down behind the trees. It doesn't have to be anything grand, maybe it's your garden in the morning, a favorite spot from a trip you took years ago, or even just the sound of rain tapping on the roof. The idea is to give your mind a little scene to settle into, something that feels safe and soothing. My friend Ruth, who's 66, told me she pictures her old dog napping by the fireplace. It's been years since he was around, but that memory still makes her smile and relax. You don't need to force it or make it perfect, just let it drift into your thoughts while you keep breathing slow and easy. As you hold that peaceful picture in your mind, let it grow a little, like you're stepping into it. If it's a lake, maybe you feel the cool breeze or hear the soft lapping of the water. If it's your garden, maybe you smell the flowers or feel the grass under your feet. I find that adding those little details helps my mind stop wandering. It's like I'm there instead of stuck in bed fretting about the day. My cousin Ed, who's 70, said he imagines walking through the woods he used to hike in, and he swears he can almost hear the leaves crunching. It's not about making up a big story, just a gentle focus that keeps your thoughts from running wild. Keep your breaths going, in and out, and let that scene wrap around you like a soft blanket. Ruth said after a few nights of this, she started drifting off faster than she had in years. So, we've got our comfy spot, those deep breaths, and now this peaceful picture to carry us along. Everything's coming together to hush the noise and invite sleep in. It's like building a little bridge from your busy day to a quiet night, and it feels so good to cross it. But there's one more touch we can add to make this meditation your own, something to seal the deal and send you off to dreamland. Let's explore that next, because it's all about what works for you. Okay, friends, we're in the home stretch now, and I'm so glad you're here with me as we wrap up this little 10-minute meditation to help you sleep well all night. We've settled into our cozy spot, slowed down with some deep breaths, and painted a peaceful picture in our minds to quiet those wandering thoughts. It's like we've built this soft, warm cocoon around ourselves, and it feels pretty wonderful, doesn't it? Now, let's add one final touch to make this yours and send you off to a restful night, something simple and personal that ties it all together. Then, we'll bring it home with a little encouragement, because you deserve to drift off feeling calm, cared for, and ready for sweet dreams. Let's do this. With your breathing steady and that peaceful scene holding your attention, try adding a gentle word or phrase that feels good to you, something you can whisper to yourself as you relax. For me, I like to say, peace, real soft, over and over, letting it roll with each breath out, like a lullaby just for me. You might pick something like, calm, rest, or even, good night, whatever feels right in your heart. It's not about chanting loud or making it a big deal, it's just a little anchor to keep you grounded in this quiet moment. My friend Clara, who's 71, told me she uses Sleep Easy, and she says it's like telling herself everything's okay now, the day's done, and she can let go. You don't have to overthink it, just let it slip into your rhythm, in with the breath, out with the word, soft and slow. As you breathe and repeat that word, let your body sink a little deeper into wherever you are, your chair, your bed, wherever you've landed. Feel the weight of your arms, your legs, your head, like they're melting into the softness around you. I love imagining I'm sinking into a big, fluffy cloud. It sounds silly, but it works. My neighbor Bill, who's 68, said he pictures himself floating on a raft in a pool. He used to love swimming as a kid, and that feeling brings him right back. Keep that peaceful scene in your mind, let your word hum along, and just notice how your shoulders drop, your jaw loosens, your whole self unwinds. Clara said after a week of this, she's sleeping through the night more often than not, and she wakes up feeling like she's actually rested. That's what we're after, sleep that hugs you back. So, there you have it, your 10-minute meditation, a comfy spot, slow breaths, a peaceful picture, and a gentle word to carry you off. It's all about giving yourself permission to rest, and it's so easy you can start tonight. I'd love to know what you think, maybe what picture you picked or what word felt good to you. Drop it in the comments below, I always get a kick out of hearing from you. If this felt helpful, give the video a little like, it lets me know you're out there, and hit that subscribe button so we can keep finding ways to feel good together. You're doing something wonderful for yourself with this, and I'm rooting for you to sleep like a dream. Here's to peaceful nights and happy mornings, because at any age, we've earned that kind of joy.